Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. Dee-dee, a fwit-dee-dee-dee-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Ya-da-da-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Ya-da-da-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie.
Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to the show. I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, your Metatron for tonight's season 2 of Into the Feywild, but season 12 overall. But here we are. When we were young, we used to dream such dreams. We would dream the dream in times now gone by. Our heart of hearts knew life's not what it seems, but in our dreams we could fly. Oh, we could fly, we could fly. In this stream of dreams there was such a place where youth lasts eternal on golden sands. A castle in the clouds past time and space. The master of the house in his neverlands. Oh, but the tigers, they do come at night, with their voices soft as thunder. And the mice play their games in the dark, staving off the fright with spells and swords. And now we roll our dice. In a world such as this, welcome to the show is our own Peter Paolo Garbanzo.
Hello, Shakespeare. Greetings, adventurers. Hang on, wait. I am nothing like Peter Pan. Caw-caw!
Really?
Oh, sorry.
Bangarang!
Caw-caw! Welcome, my friends, good to see you, Shakespeare. It's been a while, huh?
Yeah, I mean, in real life, I saw you 2-3 days ago, but on here, it's been a minute since we just decided to sit on computers across from each other. But unlike last time, if I go over here,
you're just over there.
You're not over here. See,
he's just gone.
This is just me. This is just
you don't
me.
even know.
I know.
Yes. Well, now that he's gone. All right, everyone. Hello.
I'm back though.
Welcome to the first episode of our new adventure into the Feywild 2, the UnPANsing. Don't worry, it's going to make a lot more sense once we get there. Our off-the-wall D&D game with performers from around the Renaissance Fair circuit is right here for you tonight. A game where you get to affect the actions of the channel by using channel points. But you can have even more powers if you join our Patreon. That's right. Now, Soft Autumn Ingenue has been doing a superior job of running the Patreon page and bringing you more and more content. So I hope you guys check it out at least. Why not become a Patreon? As for our game, our only room is thus. While you can use these powers of yours to befuddle the players and the dungeon master, an actual roll of a 1 or natural 21, which we can do, cannot be changed. They are sacred. So join the fun. Be part of the action right here, right now, and by all means, roll that nat 21 footage. Aha! All right, we have almost everyone here tonight. Just yet. Playing with us tonight, we have Mab, just Mab, as Nobody, the Changeling Artificer.
In it to win it. I'm just jazzed to be on the show, guys. There's so much fun.
And to the mirror image of her left is Soft Autumn Ingenue as Gif, the half-elf bard.
Woo! I'm great. You're great. We're all great. We're going to have a great time. Yes, we are. Let's go.
And right below me, we have Jack the Whipper as Varus, the half-elf fighter.
I'm Barman, and I don't have my sword with me, so I'm using this multi-tool instead.
Well, we like props. And Shakespeare is our Metatron, and sometimes human/genie in a bottle, Augustus.
I'm your genie in a bottle. I'm not going to finish the line because that's dirty.
That's why we keep him in a bottle. Now, Alex Stompley is going to be joining us shortly, but for the sake of the story, he's not on screen yet. So before we get into our game, we have some adventures happening in real life, around the real world. Since Alex isn't here, I'll plug his event for him. He is currently in Tennessee performing in Clarksville at the Roxy in the Violet Hour. It opens actually on the 9th and it closes on the 18th. So check it out. You can get your tickets there on their website. And I, of course, am in Texas for the Sherwood Forest Fair. We just had our opening weekend, and then we actually broke records. We had the biggest weekend, the biggest opening weekend that this fair has ever had. So, yay us. Let's see. Shakespeare, you're also in Texas, but at an undisclosed location.
I am in my apartment with far better Wi-Fi, or Wi-Fi, if you will, I've heard it both ways, than I have at home. So, what's up with that?
I know Texas, right? Known for its infrastructure, but all right. Soft Autumn is running the next Patreon Saints game, which is
Right, so that I'm just gonna talk like me. So that's gonna be Sunday at 6:30, and we are on part 3 of Escape from Yarrow Island, and the plot thickens, everybody. So it's gonna be fun.
cannot wait. Jack, you're down in Florida.
Down at Flarf.
Yes.
We had, I mean, they're already halfway through their season. I just got down there, but we got 3 more weekends, and I haven't checked the weather in a couple of days, but it's supposed to not be 90 degrees, I think, this weekend. I think it's only going to be 85. So,
Oh, brilliant.
great cooler weather. You won't have to worry about the heat or the sun at all if you come this coming weekend. Should be a great time.
There you go. Fantastic. Well, everyone else, check us out on TikTok. We'll be bringing out clips from this show, other shows on Twitch, as well as our live show, Decide Your Personal Endangerment. We've got, which was myself, Soft Autumn, and Mab. Just Mab, of course. We debuted that show this past January in MarsCon, so we're going to be throwing clips on that of that show up on our TikTok. So yeah, is there anything else happening?
Well, we are 10% into level 5 for our hype train, so
Whoa.
That's pretty fantastic.
I didn't even know that. I wasn't even looking. Wow, we have 50. Got 50 people here watching us. Well,
yeah.
Hello everyone.
20%.
I want to say hello.
But also, Fur of Arson continue. This is the second time this person's brought this up. Continually says that you are stealing my act. What?
Wait, I'm stealing or you?
Paolo Garbanzo chickpeas steal more of Shakespeare's act. I need to know what's going on. Just because I'm not doing my show right now?
As long as we're not at the same festival, it's okay, right?
Oh, right. It's
Let me clarify. I was wearing the same costume as yours, but not nearly as nice. All right.
No, I think
Well,
it's
here's
the
the
choose
question.
your own adventure.
Paolo, can you
Decide
do a
Your
Shakespeare
Personal-
impression?
I can do a GIF impression.
That's
Well,
the same thing.
Jack, of course I can do a Shakespeare impression. Yes.
I think it's a little too choppy. It goes a little more. I mean, Shakespeare, he's got a little bit more flow to his voice. It's more like, "Hello, it's Shakespeare."
I am not Nigel Thornberry.
That was
Ha I can do Augustus. Ha
Aha!
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
All right.
Well, I want to welcome
I'm Paolo
everybody.
Garbanzo. I'm totally Sicilian, everybody. Look at me. I sound like a guy from the Mid-Atlantic.
Check out this guy. He's so connected. Actually, I just found out recently, I was talking to some relatives, and I found out that my great-grandparents fled Sicily because of the mafia, not because they're in the mafia. So I am the least connected Sicilian that I know. Hence the accent. So still talking with my
sorry.
hands. Though.
My family weirdly connected strongly to the New York and Pittsburgh Irish mafias.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's that.
There you go.
Yeah. And
That's
just
on.
bring the show to a screeching halt.
I was
Great.
like, I don't know. I don't know. how to talk about-
I have 0 connections to the banana mafia.
That's right.
All I can tell you are paint houses.
Is that like
You're not from New Jersey, are you? Move on.
no.
I got that one gift.
Thank you.
Is that a euphemism?
I think
Yeah.
like, hey, paint houses. Hey. All right.
The Meowfia.
There we go.
I am affiliated with the Meowfia.
Where's the tavern?
We all are. Yes.
Murder.
Well,
me.
I do want to thank everybody for being here. And and actually Matamansa will actually tell you that yes, I will talk on the phone to my relatives in Sicily. And when I start going in Italian, I still am talking with my hand as if they can see my hand.
They can hear your hand, but
They can
I
hear
don't
the-
think they can.
Well,
right.
it's only Paolo because, we're all expecting FaceTime at this point.
I guess. All right.
Yeah. The Romans
Well,
knew.
Friends, adventurers, let us get ready. Let's see. Before we do actually start, I want to mention that we are using this amazing source book. It's called Pan, His Majesty in Yellow. From Judas and Magnolia. This is an excellent source book, and we've actually this is a great book. It can be used with several different game systems, so it's not just Dungeons and Dragons. You can use it's super great. It's got a lot of information that you can just use, roll it into your own world if you want. It's called Pan and His Majesty in Yellow. You can check it out on this. Hopefully, Shakespeare can throw up the judasandmagnolia.com/shop tabletop RPGs. They also have another book which we used last year, if you remember. We used their Memento Mori book for a little bit, and for the Halloween section of our thing. So check it out. We are actually going to be we'll throw up some of the maps there. You'll be able to see them, and our Patreons will get a chance to win a copy of this book. That's right. So become a patron. Bam. Prizes. But if you can't wait for the giveaways, well, you can scoop up a copy at look at that right there. Wait, my finger is actually going the right direction. All right, so having said that, let us tell our tale. When we last left our group, they had traveled far and wide through the Feywild, from the court of the Autumn Queen to the Summer King to the Spring Queen, and finally to the Winter King, searching for a return to balance, lost memories, lost powers, and of course, vengeance. They got 3 out of 4, which isn't bad, really. Pax the Warlock got some of his memories back, and now he knows that this whole time he wasn't supposed to be receiving powers from his patron, but he was the patron. That's right. Turns out he was indeed the real consort to the Summer King, an extremely powerful, not quite demigod, but really powerful fey creature. But something had happened. A puckish trickster fairy did the old switcheroo on the Pax, stole his powers, erased his memories, like you do, and became the false consort. But now Pac got some of those memories back. The false consort is on the run. That's right. The false consort has begged the Spring Queen, Narcissus, for help. And being the lover of drama that she is, the queen helped. She sent the false consort to the Neverborn Islands, the magical islands which lie in a pocket dimension called the Neverlands, a strange and dreamlike world shaped by the minds of the inhabitants. The stronger the mind, the stronger the influence. Hopes, dreams, whimsies, and fears all shape the island's topography and the denizens. These islands are the mercurial domain of an entity I'm pretty sure you've heard of, even if it was only in your childhood, one Peter Pan. Now, back in the Feywild, our heroes have arrived at the Spring Queen's castle to demand justice. And they were actually very surprised to find the queen was abundantly helpful, maybe a little too helpful. She offered to send you all off to the Neverborn Islands and to the same spot that she sent the false consort. How helpful. But not exactly right now. Really important Fey Queen business to take care of, so gonna have to attend to that right now. Gonna have to leave you here in this room. I'll tell you what, I'll be just a minute. Gonna get on right on that. Sit back, relax, have some wine. Gonna be great. And while the rest of the party was forced, by diplomacy's sake, to stay for a day or two, of course, you can't really tell time in the Feywild, because whatever, at the castle, they attended a banquet, a dance, and tonight they're going to Frank's first day on the job party. Like, that's
Who's
a real
Frank?
thing.
Who's Frank?
Some guy, some rando at the castle.
Who cares? It's a party. Let's go.
Now, Pax has managed to slip away and get himself to the Neverborn Islands without the queen finding out. He did leave a message for everyone else in the room. It says, you want to roll it? It says, "Hey fam, so this queen is totally dragging this out. I'm getting to the Neverborn Islands to get the jump on the false consort. Catch up as soon as you can without raising suspicions of the queen. She's nothing but drama, but she has sworn to send you all there, so she is obligated by Fey law. Don't take no for an answer. Love, Pax. So we have our adventurers hanging out in their chamber at the Spring Queen's castle, waiting for Frank's party and plotting how they can get the queen to send them off on their way before the trail grows cold. Bum, bum, bum.
Right, so we can still go to the party though, right? We can still make it a pit stop. No.
I mean, like we can, yeah. I mean, they got the party. They've got wine there. Like we can hang out there, and then like maybe just like ask the Spring Queen if we can go tomorrow. That'd be great. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. What do you think? No.
Yeah, that I'm with you guys. Huh? What?
You sure?
Yeah. No. Well, I kind of want to see what's next. I've got these little guys that I've been making, and they are awesome. We could test them out at the party if you like. This one I've got trained to go and acquire as many hors d'oeuvres as possible, which I think would be great. Nice flat head to carry extra hors d'oeuvre plates. I'm just jazzed. But if we need to go, I'm totally willing to test them out in the field. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, this is tough. This is a hard choice because I'm with you. I like a good party, but I want to see what's next. But man, that thing can get hors d'oeuvres. You just go get him on its own.
I'm going to say right now, Reverend Tommy, thanks for throwing up that alert there. We're at a level 9 hype train right now. So the party, honestly, is super lit. You can hear it. They must love Frank. They really love Frank. You don't even know who Frank is, but they absolutely love him. So
guys, they're playing my jam. We got to go down there and get some of those dove rays.
Horse divorce.
Horse divorce. Yeah, I need some of those.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, those would be great.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm sure Pax won't mind. I'm sure Pax will be cool.
It'll just take a little bit longer. Yeah. All right. Of course, it's the Spring Queen's castle. It is an amazing place. Everything is just budding. Everything is just, there's the early flowers. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. There's just a sense of hope that you didn't have before in all the other lands, in the autumn lands and the winter lands. It's just, and they are at this moment, they are carrying Frank. He's on a chair. They're like carrying him on the chair across the room. The wine is flowing. They're throwing food in the air. It's insane. The band is playing drums and tambourines, all sorts of crazy things. It's pretty lit. They're throwing magic in the air, so of course there's like sparkles and fade fire. And
I would like to move to catch the tambourine and jump in.
All right.
Do you want like a dex roll or something for that?
I mean, tell you what, you could make this a performance check and be like, time it right, do the leap, grab, and be like on the table. Yeah.
Full Partridge Family going for it. All right, let's go. All right. That's an 18. That's better.
Okay. I was like, it sounded like it was gonna be a 2. All right. It wasn't your as you were doing it, you were like, you instantly were like, oh, I could have done this a little bit better. You like, oh, next time, you know exactly what to do. But you did great. I mean, you got up there, chair, you like leapt on a chair, pushed off somebody, and then got in there. You're on the table. There's food and wine on the table as well, and you actually managed to probably like kick some to somebody who like caught a thing of grapes and was like, oh, So yeah.
Nice.
Rockstar. Yay. Awkward.
I am absolutely loving the comments, by the way. Thank you, everyone. You guys are hilarious. Yes, join in the party, everyone. If you're in the comments there, just hop on in there. Good to see you, Ick the Troll King, by the way, and good to see you. All right. So,
There's also
Boris,
people in the audience
what's
tonight.
you're
I
just
feel like
walking
I'm
the
going straight on the dance. I mean, well, first off, what kind of music is playing right now? That's really what I need to know.
Spring is kind of like I think loud German bagpipes, not the Highland Scottish pipes, but a little bit more reedy and lots of big drums and just
A
that
Wolgamut kind of thing.
yeah, kind of like a Volgamut kind of thing, which is hilarious because they're actually like 6 feet away from me in the other room. I should have just had them come in, but the answer is air horn.
Are we talking like the Rammstein of like German bagpipes and drums, or
Yeah, because it's like it's
I don't know why
just
my
Borax.
is playing.
it's
Yeah.
hype. Yeah, it's totally
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I feel like I want to get like right in the middle of it and like start headbanging.
All right.
Maybe with 2 drinks at once.
Excellent. Are you now? Let me ask you: is this an attempt at like performing? Are you trying to?
No,
Like-
man, I'm just vibing. This is my
You're just
jam.
vibing, okay.
Like I said, it's my jam.
Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi.
All right. You
I'll make a
definitely.
performance roll if you'd like.
I mean, you draw some attention. You're both of you are like, wow, this would be a really great diversion.
Where is Frank in all of this, by the way? Is he still
Frank
like
what?
on the chair? Is Frank just being like hoisted around in a chair?
Oh yeah, Frank is. I mean, they're throwing drinks to Frank, and he's barely retaining consciousness. But you can see honestly, like the fairy magic, like just literally streaming off of his face. It's
Face melting fairy magic. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
nobody. What you got doing?
Yes. I'm working with my very new tiny servant, little dude. I'm training him to like, okay, so your mission, if you choose to accept it, and you have no choice, but I'm gonna pretend you do, is if you could just go over there, assess the situation and pick, okay, the shrimp, only the shrimp hors d'oeuvres, okay. Okay, just wind him up. I know it's like a dangerous situation. Don't get stepped on. Let him go. See how far he can get.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
I'm up
Give me
against the wall. She
pick
is
up line.
not a party person.
I thought we were done with this.
I didn't put that in there. I think somebody's just saying it.
Okay.
They're just asking for you to do that. All right, you send off the thing. Tell you what, why don't you give it a dexterity check there and see if it can avoid.
Oh yeah. These things have good dexterity. So that would be a 17.
All right. As it goes forth, you see it kind of disappear into the feet stomping, and as far as you saw it, nothing bad happened to it. It did. You were like, there was a couple of moments, but it managed to dodge the feet, and yeah. So, and now it's lost in the crowd.
And I am the most awkward person there.
I mean, yes and no. So, there are many people. They are celebrating for many reasons, of course. The spring lands have took back a little bit of land from the Winter King, and et cetera, et cetera. So they have a lot to celebrate. Also, it's Frank's first day. So there you go. Wow.
Wow, that is insane. Good job, everybody.
Yeah. We're just checking out the here it is right there. Oh, there it is. You do it, Shakespeare. There it is.
That is literally what I'm paid for to do. Breaking Twitch mob news announcement. Hype train went into level 9, 75% to 10 for a grand total of 42 subs and 8,974 bits, an all-time new channel record.
Thank you, everyone. You just love Frank. I know it's really just because you love Frank. So yeah, he's getting paid. Tacos for everyone. So I
feel like, all right, so I feel like we need to make a plan here, because I'm seeing nobody, off to the side, being the most awkward person here. And we need to formulate a plan to make nobody more comfortable in this situation. So I think I want to take GIF aside. Be like, we got to teach nobody how to dance.
Oh, that's a great idea. Do you want to do your signature move and show her?
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Yeah. Nobody. You want to learn how to dance?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's super easy. So all you do, it's just a little hip swivel where I'm gonna try and keep my pants off the stream. Where you gotta move your arms forward and back like this. It's just like that. It's just like that. And then as you're doing that, your hip goes to the left and then to the right and then back and front. So it looks like boom, 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 boom. And all while the German bagpipes are going, just like so. Yeah. Nobody, you can do it.
So at what point do I fix things? Like, is it like a rocking chair, or is it like a
have to be the rocking chair.
I am the rocking chair.
Let's see it. I believe in you.
Okay. I can shapeshift into a person that looks like a rocking chair.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. And if that's it.
Let me entertain you.
Wait, no, not that kind of party. Not that kind of party.
Maybe later.
And she's disappeared. I don't know what happened.
I got shy.
We got demonetized. Thanks everybody for supporting the show.
Nice.
Again, how many times have I demonetized this show?
Welcome back to the very first episode ever of Nat 21 Adventures.
That was really good. No, you've got a knack for doing that, and that is Varman's signature move. It's his signature move because anybody can make that look. They could destroy it. They can make it look amazing. It's called the Destroyer. That's right.
That's true. I learned it from watching you. I'm not wearing pants anymore.
Wait, you guys were wearing pants?
No.
All right, so nobody. Your little guy comes back. Your little it looks a little angry, and actually you realize, give me a perception check.
Oh no. That was a 14.
Higher than 12. Okay, higher than 12. So you realize that, like, your little guy comes back, and you're like, "What's wrong, buddy?" Like, looks a little angry, and then you realize that it actually has Pax's face,
Oh no.
and it like looks at you and squints, and because you passed your perception check, you have a feeling that perhaps Pax is reaching out across the pocket dimension that he's already in to, like, and trying to signal you with this little guy, and it's just a signal. He's not there yet. He's not there for real. You're not there yet. And it turns around and, like, starts walking to say, like, as if to say, "Follow me."
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Guys, party this way. We have a party going this way with our buddy Pax. Yeah, Pax is. Yeah, I'm doing the thing. I'm
still doing the Destroyer over here. Yeah.
All right, tell you what, give me another performance check.
You're gonna start a conga line. You're gonna
24.
There ain't no party like a Pax backpack. A 2.
No, 24.
Oh, 24.
24.
It is the best possible conga line you've probably ever seen.
Oh my god.
Everyone's jaw just kind of drops, and the whole party kind of swirls around and starts, like, you look back and you realize that there are people carrying Frank on the chair right behind you. So meanwhile, little Pax guy is trying to leave the room, and you realize that it's going over to one of the magic rooms of the queen. But now you have everyone following you.
We're going to see PAX now. It's the PAX party. Should we bring them all with us?
I've got an idea. Here's what I'm thinking. I'll muscle out one of those guys carrying Frank, and I'll make it look like Frank fell on the floor, and that'll get everyone's attention, and we can jump into the other room.
Oh, they're gonna hate you.
It's gonna be an accident, total accident, or maybe like I'll bump someone and he'll fall, and I'll just blend right into the crowd. I'm very sneaky.
All right. Tell you what, just really, I mean, you're basically just going to try to muscle one of these guys out and kind of give the chair a yank so that it just topples over. Strength check.
All right. Well, that's a 12.
A straight 12, really? Like,
Yeah.
because basically you get in there and you're like, and the other three, I rolled a 12 too, so it actually just matched. You were like, and it was like, oh, there was a moment where it all could have almost tumbled down, but they held on to it. But now you're holding on to the chair. You're now one of the 4.
Okay.
Like,
my guys, we got to get Frank into the center and have a big old speech about Frank. It's time for Frank to give a speech.
Oh, that's definitely going to be a persuasion check there.
12.
Fortunately, most everybody with like literally 2 out of the let me see. Yeah, no, all 3 of them. I rolled a 6, 9, and an 8. All 3 of the people holding the chairs are like, "That's a great idea," and they start like pumping the chair, like Frank. Oh, and Zalani throws down an advantage for Varus. Let's see if you can get an even better roll.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's a net 21.
We'll take the good one.
You've got 2 numbers. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 2 and 1.
All right. So yeah, they're like Frank. And they literally like everyone kind of starts swirling around. And yeah, like you're suddenly in like a fairy ring of frankness and GIF, nobody.
Okay, it's this way.
And there's the little robot like
Listen, I'm
running
gonna
off.
follow it, but I'm gonna keep congating because I'm digging what's going on. I'm loving this German bagpipe thing. But I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna, keep dancing.
All right. They're all checking on Frank, waiting for Frank actually tries to stand up on the chair. I rolled a natural 21 for that. And so while they are actually like bringing the chair up and down, Frank manages to stand on the chair while doing it and starts to give a rousing speech about his first day of work, which is what this party is all about.
And while Frank is giving a rousing speech about his first day of work, you are watching Nat 21 Adventures Into the Feywild 2, the UnPANsing, here every Tuesday night. If you're having a good time, hit that follow button. We have shows every Monday through Thursday, and thanks to everyone who's supporting the show by subscribing or throwing bits. Now, let's find out what happened in Frank's very sad 21 years of amazing teamwork.
That's teamwork. All right, so Varus, how are you escaping out of this situation?
I mean, I want to hear what Frank has to say a little bit. I at least want to hear like how he's going to open this speech. I might, need some inspiring words later. What did he say?
He actually like, hey, everybody. And he like, and the band like, they all like,
Let's hear Frank out.
so, All of you are the best. It's just been great. I never thought I'd have this much fulfillment just taking a tray from one room to another room for pretty much like it's gonna be like forever, I think. I don't know. But everybody's really great welcoming me to the Feywild here. I know I was kind of kidnapped, and at first I was kind of a little bit like, oh, this is weird and awkward, but you know what? I am totally down with this now. I know that I was, really apprehensive at first, but now that we've sealed the deal, I'm in.
I'm just slowly backing away during all of this.
Well, I didn't even notice until you were gone, so I'm going to say that you passed that stuff. I was trying to look into my camera, and the screen is down here, so I didn't even see you go.
Don't need to roll for stealth with disadvantage if you just are stealthy in real life.
All right. So you get away.
Again.
Nobody give you get into the room as you see the little thing like wave as it goes through a little portal of like spring vines, just big enough for a human. And it's like the magic is glowing green, and yet like kind of like and then just
Yoink! Grab him before he goes.
All
Okay,
right.
we're going. I just don't want to lose you, little buddy. Stick him in my pocket. Yeah, got an eyeful in there, buddy. That's where I keep my tools.
Do you go through?
Should we go through? Do we go through?
Yeah, as soon as he
line?
joins us, we will
Okay.
go. I'm assuming.
All
You
right, so
ready?
you're waiting there. Varus gets around the corner. The three of you are there. Fantastic. You hop through the portal, whoop, which now clearly, of course, that is where what Pax had set up for you. And weirdly, you arrive in a slightly similar place that appears to also be having a party.
What kind of party are they having here?
Well, now these are almost all predominantly pixie-sized creatures. So while the furniture fit you before, now it's like this. Everything is like tiny, and they are also. It's also for Frank. It's not actually for Frank. It's a different Frank. Actually, it's the same name, different fey creature.
That's so interesting. I wonder if if everyone here is smaller, does that mean like animals would be smaller here too? If what do you think?
Gif, you have to talk about cobras.
I was wondering what that was. So
You have
Could
to
you
tell us the
imagine?
cobra fact.
could you imagine? So cobras are very sensitive to music, and they like to sneak out of their little hiding holes. Could be a basket, could be a box, could be a closet, whatever. And they like to sneak out, and they like to dance, just like I like to dance. But if they're littler, like these guys, like you're saying, if they're smaller, they don't need a 32-bar cut. They only need a 16-bar cut of music. That's a deep musical theatre joke for you. Yeah, but it's true. They need less music to feel the rhythm than the bigger ones do. That's true.
It's true.
Because somehow I know about all of
Cobra
this.
fact.
Cobra facts.
So this is a strange place about this world. Now the Fey world felt strange, even as a half elf, even as a changeling. This world feels a little bit even stranger, and your mind, it's so hard to concentrate. And Gif, you just had to talk about cobras. You're not really sure why, but you had to talk about it. It was just, you can't do anything until you give everyone at least one cobra fact. And now you have. So now your brain clears up. Because cobras are so cool. Everybody loves to talk about cobras.
Sure.
Yeah. So here we are. Oh, and at the end of the very tiny but long table, there is indeed Pax.
Ah,
I missed
Yeah.
you.
miss you all too. You made it.
Yes.
Welcome
You're-
to a world where I feel average.
You feel average?
Size,
Yeah, well,
at
with like
least?
everything, yeah, like size, yeah, everything is pack size.
Oh yeah.
Pax, you're always
Yeah.
a giant among pixies.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Missed you. You look good. I like what you've done with the headbands. We're rocking
Thank you.
a new color.
Thank you. My new girlfriend thought white worked better on me.
Oh, girl. Well, okay. Seems I didn't get that in the newsletter.
She
man.
wanted to keep things a little quieter. Yeah,
Oh,
she's great
okay.
though. We could talk about it later. Where's the consort?
Boy, wish I could tell you these things.
I thought we were going to end up in the same place that the queen sent the consort. So there's
that
got to
you
be a
did.
trail.
Now, Pax, you have been talking to the person in charge here, who is in fact named Tinker Fleck. Vague
No relation.
No relation. Long ago. Tinker Fleck. And they are the summer pixies. Now, Pax, what you have learned from this group is that these pixies are friends with the Spring Queen because these pixies used to be in the summer court in the Feywild, but they don't like the Summer King. And so the Spring Queen actually was like, hey, I know a place that you can all go, and got them away from the Summer King because they would prefer a queen. And so they are here in this other pocket world, and they used to have a queen, but she has passed, and it was a while back, and they've kind of been fighting amongst themselves to bring forth a new queen. So you have managed to make friends with Tinker Fleck because you kind of have been able to avoid actually saying that you actually are the consort of the Summer King, and you are pretty certain that if she found out, it would pretty much destroy any relation you've had. You did find out that the false consort had arrived here but a short time ago and skedaddled.
Sounds to me like this is the dumping place for all the Spring Queen stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like the island of Misfit. Insert your chosen noun.
I am inserting them all.
Oh, you've been paying attention to Varus.
I try not to do that anymore, guys.
Varus is a proper noun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness.
You can also
let
be a
me
verb.
Just get that all buttoned up then. I had no idea.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. All right, the girlfriend. It's the white.
Everyone deserves to wear white sometimes.
It's purity. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, where's Frank?
Oh.
And all that.
Well, they're having their own little party with Lil Frank and a little chair, and they're leading around the room with little instruments, and they're having a good old time. Now, Tinker Fleck, Pax, you're sitting next to her, and she kind of looks over and goes, well, who are these giant creatures?
Oh, well, they're not giant. Well, in retrospect, I guess they are a little bit big, but we don't need to focus on size. That's not who they are. But this is nobody. Not that that's not, well, that's somebody. But okay, go with me. Nobody.
I can make myself a little smaller.
You should never, ever shrink yourself for someone else's comfort. You have the permission to exist in the space that you take up. And that's Gif the Great, both part of the name and a very astute description, because they're pretty damn swell. And
yeah, you
this,
love to, yeah.
And this piece of carved cream cheese down here, well, that's Varus the Destroyer. But I want to check, are we still using the Destroyer now that we've gone all white and pure? Or are we picking up a new descriptor?
Well, I mean, I know GIF worked really hard on that song, so I think we can still be the Destroyer for now.
For royalty purposes, he's still going by the Destroyer.
I think I would prefer just Varus or Varman now.
Oh, very good. Though the artist formerly known as... Oh! I like that it happens in all dimensions. I missed it.
It just still pops up randomly.
That happens to all of us from time to time. That's congratulations. You're still virile and got testosterone.
Wow. It's not good, buddy.
That was good. That was good.
Says Tinkerfleck. Okay, so friends of yours then.
Yeah, oh sorry. The short answer. Yeah, absolutely. Well, more like family, really. We've been through a lot together.
Oh, lovely. Lovely. Yeah. Well, I suppose any friend of yours can be a friend of ours.
Oh, thank you. They're quality people.
Bring them some drinks, and some pink pixies fly in with little tiny flowers, little drinks in them, like little shot glasses, and hands them to each one of you.
Well, that's hella cute. That's for sure. I can have my little tiny servant assist if you would like help serving. This guy is so cute.
Okay. I mean, your little robot guy doesn't fly, but
I'm a samba.
That's right. You're a somebody.
there you go. We got
Nobody,
songs
I
for
think you
everybody.
can use that dance that I taught you to that rhythm also too.
with the
The hip swivels, yeah.
Yeah, we learned the art of the
Feywilds are weird.
the hip swivel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
All right, so party is happening. Little Frank seems to be having a great time. The drinks in your hands, these little tiny flower cups, you can already tell they're extremely potent. You're like, oh, this is good. It's good stuff. Yeah.
I mean, it's a shot glass, right?
Pretty much.
I take it in one swig.
All right. Roll me a con save.
That is going to be... Oh my god, another natural 21.
All right. Your eyes go wide, and you're like, whoo, whoo. And you see Tinkerfleck goes like, oh, I should have told you to sip that. You feel energized. You feel possibly more energized than you've ever felt in your entire life.
Well,
your heart starts to race. But you manage to control yourself. You do have the urge to just sprint like a stag. But you're actually managing to hang on.
Here's what I'm wondering. Can I use this energy to muscle in and grab the chair of Little Frank?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, I would like to attempt to do that.
I'm gonna you move. You move so fast that you feel like everyone else slowed down, and you were just like, yoink. You didn't even have to roll for it. You just literally like shot in, like everything was still, and you just walked over and picked it up. You have Little Frank.
I tell everyone I think it's time for Little Frank to make. No, I'm sorry. It's time for Big Frank to make a speech to this group.
A little speech?
A big speech, a very important speech from Big Frank. He's a big part of our lives, everyone, isn't he?
It's true. It's true. All right. Well, somebody come up for a reason why Little Frank's having a party, because I didn't really come up with one.
It's his last day.
It's his last day. Of course it is. He's retiring. Well, and you hold the chair aloft, and Little Frank stands up on the chair and kind of like, you've all been so wonderful. And wait, how close is the how many monster steps have we had? Anyone know? We had like 3 or 4.
Please hold. 3.
Okay. Frank starts giving a speech. Oh, this gets weird, because Little Frank starts talking about his time here and what a wonderful, great thing it was. And everyone's kind of like, yeah, and everyone's listening. And he's giving a fantastic speech. Actually, he has a really, really fantastic way with words. Some people have a way with words, other people not have a way. And Little Frank is killing this speech. And everyone kind of gets drawn in for a sec. And you can almost hear the ticking of time passing. Like, as he's giving this speech about how, every day has been a gift and blah, blah, blah. And he just keeps going and going. And everyone goes silent. Everybody give me a perception check.
Duh.
Nope. I see nothing.
A solid 12.
Does an 8 see anything? How about an 8?
3.
Oh, hey, that's a 13 then. Thank you. Thanks, Red Mom.
All right, the rest of you, except for nobody.
13? Does 13 see anything?
You're the only one who kind of, as an artificer, I think that's pretty much where you're getting any clue.
Wow.
You seriously feel time passing, and this place, this world, this pocket dimension, sure, it has time. It actually has day and it has night, but time doesn't flow. And you're like, this is really strange. How this isn't right. And Pax, Varus, Gif, none of you actually are ticking with the clock itself. And nobody, you get this foreboding sense that time is some sort of creature that's out there to get not just Little Frank, but all of you. Everybody else, you're fine.
I look at this drink. I really only had like a sip, man. I am freaking out. I kind of whisper it back.
Frank brings his speech back to a close. Time seems to start moving normally again. Everything is fine. Tick tock, tick tock. You're just sweating. Just like, what just happened?
Pax? There.
Yeah.
Pax.
Yes.
Time is a monster here that we should be aware of.
In my esteemed opinion, as a doctor of something. Time is a monster we all should be aware of, but don't let it dictate your life. You know, you go at the beat of your own drum. Sometimes what you accomplish by 7 is what someone else accomplished at 4. Not a big deal.
I do mean this literally.
Oh, that's a horse of a
literal.
different color. So like scary, we're gonna have to fight again.
I don't want to think about it. But yes.
Why is it every time we get together, someone's gonna die?
Don't think about it. I'm not thinking about it. I am thinking
if we
about.
don't think, just because you don't think about something doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. Time marches on, and if time is a monster, it's marching right for us.
Circle of life.
Okay.
So, okay. What do you want? How do you fight time?
I'm freaking out.
I guess. Well, no freaking out. I fight. I guess some people fight time by procrastinating, although it still does march on and sneaks up on you. So that's not necessarily a good tactic right now.
Right, you're right. I need to build a weapon, a bigger weapon.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes,
of
course.
Go. I've got this.
Oh,
guy.
that old
got,
chestnut does work out really well. Yeah,
okay.
and if you know, okay, all right. Like sands through the hourglass, so is the ass cooking of our lives. All right, let's go.
I'm just saying, it feels like it's a real thing. Okay, so
I understand, but I don't know how to fight. Like, is it like an ethereal concept, or is it like a legit thing?
All right, I need to make like a freeze ray, but not like an ice beam. No, that's like that other guy.
No, like a snooze
time.
button. A snooze button. Yeah, just sort of put it off a little bit.
Button. Ooh. A snooze ray.
Yeah.
Like
TikTokos.
Oh, now I am hungry. Thank you, Jonas. Thank you.
I don't like the thinking of a TikTok. It sounds too trendy.
Quantum entanglements galore.
Hold on, now I've got this design in my head. I'm working it out. Okay, it's a
All right.
ray.
Well,
You guys, the
snooze
quotes
button.
on the comments here tonight, I'm dying. You guys are
All right.
awesome, all of you, all you people.
Okay.
So
Nope, I got it. I'm gonna design it now.
Varus,
I feel a little better.
you felt a rush of time. It came back down. But you felt like it was more of a chemical effect and not really like an metaphysical heart rushy kind of effect. So you're just kind of like, I don't know what happened. You almost had a heart attack, but okay, you're all right.
It was just the shot, man. Fine. It's fine. I'm vibing.
The party's on LSD. Not the first time.
My bad.
I came here for the TPK, not the temporal physics.
Hey.
Temporal physics killing, not the total party killing. Anyway, GIF.
Yeah.
I mean, the song "The Time Warp" did go through your head,
Of course.
but it does often anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, I did a one-woman production of it just a few months ago. So yeah, it's a new one. Yeah.
All right. I will say that nobody. You do look around in your existential dread, and you think that you and Tinker Fleck had a moment of eyes locking, but of this like, oh, are we on the same page? Are we both experiencing existential dread? And she kind of like looks away, like no, I don't know what you're talking about.
I slowly scoot over to Tinker Flex.
Mm-hmm.
Nice party we're having here. Awkward
Thank
small
you.
talk.
We're all having a great time.
Awkward small talk. Yes, awkward small talk. Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
About hypothetical monsters. Like,
Yes.
could abstract concepts be actual flesh and murder monsters here?
I mean, anything can be a monster.
Like an abstract concept that normally is something that's not a physical, tangible thing, like hypothetically, time.
I don't think you're thinking happy thoughts.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying.
That's dangerous.
That's what I'm picking up. Remember that time we did the happy thoughts, huh? Okay, happy thoughts. Carl.
Think of the
Are you thinking happy thoughts right now?
Yeah, I'm thinking of Carl and what
You
a
wanna roll a
hottie
wisdom
he
save?
is. What?
Roll me a
Roll-
wisdom save.
I don't like that at all.
Oh yeah. No, it's pretty much a straight up 5.
Okay. You feel lighthearted for a moment. It was almost as if you could just float off the ground, but you don't. So Tinkerflag is like, yeah, well, all things here depends on your state of mind, really. And we like to be happy here because we like to keep other people happy.
Gotcha. So it's mandatory mirth. Got it.
Well, I wouldn't say mandatory. We're all here to have a good time.
Oh yeah.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
My happy thought.
You have any other questions for Tinker?
Is there any chance that you're gonna point us in the right direction to hunt down this person that we're looking for with, like, because for tickles and stuff for fun? Yeah.
I could be persuaded, but you'll have to do something for me.
Oh sure, I love doing things for people.
Well, you see, and she points out most of the people here are pixies, but you can definitely tell there's a couple different varieties. And there's this, you're like, oh, there's another group of pixies here that she kind of goes, well, yeah, you see, these are, well, they're relatives of mine. I'm trying to get them to move on. They've kind of been, not like move on, just like get out of here. They've overstayed their welcome. Now, for diplomacy and, of course, magical reasons, I can't push them on. They have to want to leave.
Okay.
And perhaps I have some drinks here that you can give them that will enliven them to the making of the leaving. And if you can, tell you what, if you can get them to go, I will point you in the right direction.
Okay.
I don't like the Summer King either. And anybody who's, I don't know, hunting down friends of the Summer King is a possible ally of mine.
I see where you're going with this. Yeah, that's totally what we're doing. So, should I just take this tray of cocktails here?
She gives a little snap, and a little like leather flask pops up. Another pixie, and they pour the drinks in, and then like put the leather flask in your pocket. Like,
is this anything like that poop wine I've heard of?
Sort of.
Okay, great.
It just makes you more active.
Okay. Oh yeah, it'll move you. I gotcha. It'll move you.
And she looks at you and says, "I know that you are a changeling. Don't drink this. You will have a heart attack. Your heart will shoot out of your body. Anything bigger than a pixie, it will kill."
Okay.
I mean, I've never seen anyone survive. I mean, it might survive. I don't know. Makes you really fast for, I don't know, 30 seconds.
It's meth.
Then you
Got it.
explode. It's a lot of
It's
fun.
It's cocaine. Got
For
it.
us, it just speeds us up a little bit. Makes us want to move along.
Okay. So I will gesture to my good friend Pax, Boris, and Geff. Hey guys.
Yeah, checking back in.
We have to distribute this whole thing to those pixies over there. And I point out the ones that are the only ones that are supposed to drink this drink.
Okay.
Can you help me do this, people with charisma and know how to talk to people? Huh?
Of
So
course.
I should drink this one.
No. You'll die.
Oh,
Oh.
all right.
Yeah,
You have to be under this tall to consume it.
Oh. Yeah,
And
no,
while you're
before I
thinking
be
about that, I think that's it. This is a wonderful time while you're contemplating, I don't know, time, temporal disturbances,
Murder.
speed. This is a great time for some confessions.
Tonight's confessions are brought to you by Run Adventures D&D Tours. Oh yeah, let's bring that card up on screen. Ooh, there it is. Now, Run Adventures D&D Castle Tours, going to Scotland and England, July 7th through 14th, 2023, from Edinburgh to York and back again. 8 days of all-inclusive adventures. Adventure by day, game by night. Only one spot left at the table, so go to runadventures.com for more information. But most importantly, we are brought to you by you, our patrons, our Patreon saints. So hit the follow button, throw some bits, subscribe, become a Patreon saint. And we have new shows every Monday through Thursday right here on Twitch. But now, let's find out what our different characters are thinking.
I mean, listen, there's all this stuff going on, and I just really wanted to hear more of what the Franks had to say. You know, they were playing my German bagpipe Rammstein, you know, and they were like, "We gotta go," and I was like, "Do you have to?" And they were like, "We gotta go," and I'm just very upset about that. I would have liked to hear more about what Frank said about starting his job and what Frank said about leaving his job. You know, I just wanted to hear more.
Bling.
Well, I tell you what, this is not the first time that time has tried to take a member of my family. Of course, the first one to go down was actually allergic to time with an H. It was a spice allergy we were unaware of, so that got out of hand really quickly. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm very confident in the task that I've been given. You know, before I became the consort, I was a cater waiter. You got to pay the bills somehow. So forcing people to drink things they maybe don't want to is my specialty. Well, in a way, not like a specialty, but it was a resume builder and it paid the bills at the time. So yeah, we just called it jungle juice. Served it at a lot of parties, sort of on a tray, like a shot girl, but not really. Yeah, that was a good time. So it's nice to kind of be humbled a little bit and then, you know, go back to where you came from. So also, it's nice to know that I'm finally too tall for something, even if it is the alcohol that'll kill me.
Right, so I've been to a lot of great parties. Out in the real world. But man, there is something about these Fey parties. These pixies know how to get down. And I'm telling you, this is even better than my one-woman production of the beautiful, I guess it needs a different word, a different name because it's on the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Take a letter off. Anyways, you know, actually, I didn't want to play the role of Rocky. I was going to give that to the barman, but he was busy with some new girlfriend or something. So anyway, what I'm saying is I'm having more fun now than I even had as Frankenfurter. So that's saying something.
It just keeps coming. Time. creeps in this petty pace day by day. And then it's got these fangs and claws and happy thoughts. Shots. Okay. It's not like I don't know what cocaine is. Come on, seriously. Oh, it's a magical pixie drink. Seriously? Yeah, no, it'll be fine. But yeah, it will totally give you a heart attack. That's all I'm saying. Don't do drugs, kids. Do not do drugs. They spend a little time in the summer court. I know a thing or two. I have no idea what I'm talking about. They're gonna get us all. We are so screwed. Think happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. I need a snooze ray. Yeah, like a snooze button. I've already got a couple drafts on that, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes. All right. Drinks? Who wants drinks?
You know, I've just had a great time working here for our good buddy Tinker Fleck. You know, just working with all the pixies here. It's just been fantastic. I can't believe today's my last day. I mean, I guess time does come for us. I'm just gonna retire on a beach somewhere over there. Also, I'm gonna talk to Peter Pan about like a good place to retire. I'm sure that's not like ominous or anything. Anyway. Here's to me, Lil Frank.
Little Frank. Here's to you.
Meanwhile, I would also like to add that if we get 3 more monster moves closer, then they will find out what all this time monster nonsense is. Just saying. Anyway, moving on.
Why would you say that?
Well, before we start our second half, we need to give a rousing huzzah to all of our Patreon saints.
That's right.
Huzzah.
Huzzah, my
Huzzah!
friends. Thank you for being part of the show. We have a couple more Patreon saints since the last time, and all your names are going to appear in the credits at the end of the show. So we thank you all. You all make this show happen. Pretty much, right now it's tacos for everybody. So yay! And we have a lot of fun doing this. And I have to give a big thanks to Soft Autumn Ingenue for rocking the Patreon. Not only rocking the Patreon, but she's actually taking care of our TikTok and our Instagram. Actually, pretty much all the stuff. So you're killing it. Thank you. Reverend Tommy, shout out to you for controlling this mob over here on the moderation side as well. And once again, a huzzah to everyone who makes this show happen. So huzzah, my friends. Thank you for being here.
Huzzah.
Oh, yeah. Well. That took some time.
Why would you see that? Look.
Wait.
Step 6.
Guys, I'm at a party. Hang on there. I think some people are like delivering stuff to me at this party. Hang on. Sorry.
You ordered delivery.
What's up? What's up? It's good to see all of you. We brought food. Oh, thank you so much for this food. Hello. Liania of Small Lady, Large Performance, and Aronsky Bork.
Yeah,
But is it Peter Pan himself? For those of you who don't know, that is, of course, the guy in the back there is Aaron Bonk. And, of course, wait, you're freezing, so they're not moving. Why are they not moving?
What? No.
Are you moving on my side? We have Leah Orleans from Little Girl Big Show as well, and for reasons surpassing understanding, they both came out of the Thunderdome apparently to join us here.
Strangely enough, they're both Lost Boys, so
makes sense
which
too.
does actually perfect timing, because as a matter of fact, we did get all of the monsters come closer, and a couple of Lost Boys actually run into this area. So, so I want to thank you, Leah and Bonk, for showing up, and thanks for being part of the show, even though you didn't know you were going to be part of the show. So.
Love you all. Yes.
Wow. Love you.
You never know who's going to show up. Big stars.
I love the Thunderdome sushi. Thunder sushi.
I was like, all of a sudden, it was just like this nice picture frame, at least on my end. So I was like, oh, I don't know if they're still there, but there they were. So yay. They kind of run in and they're like, everybody, you should probably run. And you hear smashing through the trees.
Time is coming. Time is coming.
You hear
It's a
ticking.
concept that's always coming.
Is it slipping? Slipping?
And you think dragon? Snake? It
Not the
definitely
time
has,
clock dragon.
it definitely has legs. It's gigantic. And it is a crocodile. But when I say crocodile, I mean a giant crocodile. When I say giant crocodile, I mean hundreds of feet long. You can only see part of its head, and you some of you are in Florida, but that's not where crocodiles come from. But smashes the trees. The pixies run, and as you've handed the drinks to the pixies that you were supposed to clearly poison, I don't know. These pixies are mean.
Duh.
You see them all like their eyes get huge, even bigger than everyone else's, because everyone's eyes are huge right now. And they like, they just zoom out. They're gone. They're like, whoa. As the chronodial smashes trees. Tinkerfleck pulls back and like, this isn't supposed to happen. And
I didn't think of it. I was thinking of something else.
Oh, she kind of.
What did you think of, Ray?
What did you do, Ray? What did you do? Yeah.
I swear I was thinking about porn. I swear I was thinking about porn.
The handbag is supposed to be dead before you think about it.
That's good. That's good. Right, so
it's pronounced La Croix. It's the essence of time, as if someone ran it under running water.
Oh my god! This monster's getting smaller and smaller the more we make fun of it.
well, a lot of things go through your head at this moment as what you could do. But what do you actually do? Most of the pixies are shooting off in every direction. Nobody, you have your eye on Tinker Flex, who is kind of giving you the eye, but is also trying to fly backwards away from everything else. And I do want to, I'm giving GIF inspiration for.
I lovingly stole that from, let me see, JCW. I'm giving them the credit.
I'm still giving you credit for it.
Thank you.
What do? A crocodile bigger than anything you've ever seen in your entire lifetime.
Wow.
Seems to be ticking and talking towards you.
Do we attack it?
I mean, can I wet myself as an action? Because it's awful.
Easily. That's not even a whole action. This is just a bonus action.
Well, either way, I guess it depends.
Oh, I take back my inspiration. Thoughts, anyone? The party is definitely getting wrecked.
Firebolt?
Yeah, I mean,
Firebolt? Really?
I mean, do we run from it? Do we run? Because we can. I don't mind being a coward.
I mean, no, you've been kind of quietly but like loudly saying think happy thoughts. Do you think that that's really gonna do something now?
I'm trying to think, but nothing's happening.
All right. Well, I tried.
I
Okay.
said firebolt.
Firebolt. You just go zing, and just like.
Oh, come on! It does
I mean, it did
2d10.
It's hard to miss. How's that? How much
That's
damage did you
2d10.
do? You just let me know.
Does it do any damage?
Sure.
Okay, so 12.
12. Okay.
Anything? Does it jar at all?
It barely. You could tell that it barely felt that, like, at all.
Or boned?
It probably felt more pain from the trees that it flattened than the firebolt that went boop.
Okay. I'm for leaving. Anyone else leave?
Yeah, let's go. I'm good.
Varman.
Oh, Blondie, why would you give me a nat 21, Blondie? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, tell you what. Everybody roll me a d20, and whoever rolls last is going to get stepped on. Whoever rolls the lowest.
14.
I have disadvantage. Oh my god, 13.
Oh. Gift rolled a 5.
14. Oh,
Yeah. Oh no.
Advantage gift. All right, some people like you.
Okay, so we're using my advantage. I rolled a 21.
And so Gift still rolled a 7.
16.
16. Pax, what did you get?
I'm a 14.
I got a 13.
No.
So it's Varus. Oh my. All right. Well, let's see. Well, the plus the 15 to hit, that's a 35. So oh man. So flex.
Oh.
So 50.
Oh.
Nope.
What?
5 to Varus. It's me now. You all are hateful. You do understand that one of us has to be the lowest. So now it's just a question of favorites. So
I absolutely have the most HP of the party.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, you know
Varus,
what? It's
I will
step
give
on
you a
the
chance.
little guy.
I'll give you a
take-
chance. You could push Pax out of the way.
I'll
if
push
you
Pax
want.
out of the way to take the hit.
That's
All
not.
right.
No, you don't need.
You-
I love you.
Sally throws down her +5, so Pax is out of the way anyway. So Varus, you shove Pax out of the way, and the rest of you just see this gigantic, just this is so. Oh my gosh! So you're gonna take that's 3d12. What is that?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's really not that much damage. Okay, well that is. But so then multiply by 2. So that's a total of what has got 1, 2, 3. Hang on, I can add. I got this. So it's only 50 damage.
Okay.
Minus 10.
Minus 10. All right, it's only 40 damage. Because it's
fine.
Now Quad Kevin's using his plus or minus 5 as the Patreon saint, and of course, since it's been doubled, it is also doubled in the opposite direction.
Can I use this opportunity to make a counterattack?
What kind of counterattack would you like to make?
I would like to use my
and
sight.
minus another
on
10.
it.
Very well. You so I mean, how are you are you gonna like you push Pax out of the way and then you like whip out your double one-handed scythe.
Why not?
And you kind of like hold it up as it just like.
Yeah, I'll just be the world's most dangerous thumbtack.
Oh, like the thorn that gets. Yeah, the thorn that gets stuck in the lion's paw. Good going, buddy.
Yes. And thanks to all of the amazing Patreon saints here who have who are so that only actually comes down to 10 damage.
Thanks,
I mean,
guys.
yeah, you know. So right in between all the claws, you still like get thumped down. Give me an attack on that.
That is, and I obviously would like to use my on one living creature per day attack.
Yes. Now, for those of you who don't remember, this scythe was actually from the rot demon, or the what was it? The sorry,
Debt of Winter.
The Debt of Winter.
The Debt of Winter. Kind of an angel of death, but it's an angel of debt, and it had a scythe, and it could rot things, and once a day, it can age a living creature. What did you get?
I got a 17, which I feel like is not going to be enough.
Let's get back to the book here. Actual book to go by. Well, you know, you only actually have to touch it. You don't have to cut it with the scythe. You only have to touch it to have the magical effect. However, it does have quite an ability of quite a saving throw. And since Zelani's gonna throw you her +5, I will say that that's a -5 on the save. So it flattens you to the ground. Fortunately, your really good armor saves you from most of the damage. Also, the Patreon Saints. You managed to get the scythe, dink, and it like the tip of it just touches a little bit of its skin, and it like you see a patch of its skin dry up and like gets old. You're like, ooh. But it's just like a section of it. It does actually the rest of you, as you're like getting farther back, you kind of turn around and it does seem to feel this. Like, you know, like, have you ever gotten a splinter right underneath your fingernail? Like, it doesn't matter how big you are, tiny little splinter underneath your fingernail hurts like crazy. And you're pretty sure that's what happened to this gigantic crocodile. Is this little boop hurts a whole lot. And do they have pupils? No, crocodiles have pupils.
Yeah, those like weird like lizard.
Yeah,
things.
They get big. If it had eyebrows, they would be really high. But and like, yeah. So the rest of you, you're not quite sure what happened, but Varus seems to have heard it in some way, deep down in its heart. But all of you hear, and then very, very loud as it opens its mouth. It doesn't roar, but you hear tick, tock. Emotional damage.
Okay, all right.
Emotional damage.
Varus, you ready to fly now?
I'm so gonna fly now.
See what I can do for you there.
It actually lifts up its foot to bring it back down on Varus. It's like tick tock, and yeah. So
tick tock on the croc, and the party don't stop. No.
Thank you.
Welcome me.
Croc's have feelings.
So when
too.
he lifts his foot up, can you squish out?
He can.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try and do.
Do that. Let's go.
Fleeing?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, I vote flee.
That seems
Yeah,
like the way.
I think Crocs are absolutely disgusting, and we should run from them.
Gif, what are you doing?
I mean, I was ready to I liked Everlane's. I was thinking the same thing. I was gonna use my new boots to fly up there and pour some dranky drank down its throat. But if we're all running away, I'm gonna cast haste on myself and get going. But it's
All
up
right.
to you. What you know.
Winged boots. Use
All right.
your boots.
Super awesome winged boots. Yeah, you get out of there. Varus, you're fleeing. You're all like
I'm gonna make sure everyone's like cool, like
Yeah,
Everyone-
unlike the
is
Yeah.
moving surprisingly fast, actually faster than you've ever ran before. You feel that time slowed down enough for you to you move super fast. Like everything else is slower around you as you flee.
there is one thing I'd like to do as we are leaving, if I may.
Yes.
I'd like to use my new helm of telepathy to just gather surface thoughts. There is no saving throw. I just want to know if it's a real thing. If it is a thing that has thoughts, I will sense that it has surface thoughts.
Ooh, it's surface thoughts. Okay. It's going to take me a minute.
But really right now the question is yes and no. Does it have surface thoughts?
Oh, it absolutely has thoughts. And you're definitely going to have to make a saving throw to not go completely bonkers as you've just skimmed the thoughts of a demigod. So
Balls.
yeah. So the rest of you are like,
I'm making choices. I'm making choices. Oh.
did I leave the gas on? Is one of the thoughts. Mab, what do you got? You do have a +5 from Kara.
Yeah. I'll take that advantage. Okay, that's way better. A wisdom saving throw? Is that what it is?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay, so that's 18, 23.
Over 20.
It's over 20. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, just surface thoughts. Space time continuum. Just you have all these crazy web of time moving forward faster, but only right now. This whole land is only the now. Even though it moves you are the person in the meme with the equations and the everything all the things going around you. This place is the now. It moves through time, but it is the now. And you see forces at work on either side pulling back and forth through time and space. These are just the surface thoughts. And that thing is a chronodial, and it has some time flexing abilities. Also, Varus did actually hurt it with his little aging scythe, and is very upset and actually is really confused at this moment about what the cheese just actually happened. So it's confused and now it's angry. Yeah, surface thoughts. There you go.
Wow. So I'm imagining we're all like, let's go. And then nobody turns and looks real quick and then goes, oh.
Absolutely.
But I didn't die.
But you did not die. And actually, Tinkerflex, it's that scene in Saving Private Ryan where it's like you don't hear anything, and Tinkerflex is like, "Get off the beach!" And you're like, "What?" Yeah.
I've made a huge mistake.
What are you doing? Get out of here.
Okay. Yeah. Let's I will never do that again.
It's a digital chronodial.
I'll just take that off there. Oh.
So
is it a 12-hour or a 24-hour chronodial?
it's
Is it metric?
yes, it's 10 hours in a day with 100-minute hours. Wait, does that work? Actually, if you do that, no. Anyway, all right.
Well, while Paolo decides on whether Napoleon was right to give us a 10-hour day in 1804, or whether we should go with the Roman 12-hour day, where day and night have equal numbers of time, but it gets longer or shorter, which might be the effect here in the Netherlands, we want you to know that I, Shakespeare, your Metatron, am here to remind you that you're watching Nat 21 Adventures, here every Tuesday night, right here from 8 to 10 p.m. But when is 8 to 10 p.m.? Let's talk about time. Can we sit down and talk about time? I mean, seriously, who's 8 to 10 p.m.? Easter time?
I didn't think we were going to get here. Hilariously, we did actually talk about Italian time before the show started. So
how dare you muting me? Now, if you're having a great time, hit that subscribe button. And if you're a Patreon saint, thank you. You know what? Go do your show, you freaking nerd.
And with that, you do manage to flee. You follow Tinkerflex. She zips through this jungle forest. The chronodile kind of stomps on some stuff, but then you hear it in the distance splash back into the water. You get many hundreds of yards from where you were. And finally Tinkerflex stops. There's a group of fairies and pixies around Tinkerflex as well. So, not everyone was scattered to the winds, but
are the ones that she wanted gone?
Oh yeah, way gone. Yeah.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, yes, this did weirdly solve that problem. So
hey, Tinkerflex, do we have any more of those drinks that we could save for when the crocodile comes back?
It won't work.
Nobody has the leather flask that has a little bit left in it.
Oh, great. Yeah.
I mean, it's worth a shot, but it won't work. That thing is a demigod. That thing is a demigod. It is a deity.
I mean, that means it's not like a full god, and that means we can kill it.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, kind of if it drinks the last drop, it won't retain its godlike strength, and then, thank our lucky shot.
Tinkerflex says, thank you. Thanks for getting us all out of there. That was you points to Varus. That was I don't think I've ever seen anyone survive that, or have I?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm like super buff. I've been working out, and I'm really good at hitting them where it hurts. That's why I'm here.
Well, maybe you'll fare better than Captain Hook did.
What happened to Captain Hook?
Oh, he was eaten.
No.
The whole guy?
The whole thing.
Oh. Even the hook? That did not go down smooth. That that feels terrible.
How long has this chronodile been around? It's controlling all the time. I guess that does make sense.
Forever? Since the beginning? I guess.
So yeah, it's controlling time. It is the time. It is the thing that makes this space have only now and not the future or the past.
So, like, what does that even mean, though? Like, when there's no now, I mean, like...
Oh, there is now. There's only now.
Yeah,
now is
like,
now.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, there were 5 minutes ago is the past.
No, that doesn't exist.
That was, yeah.
Doesn't exist.
No, but now is now.
Now is now.
Yeah.
True.
It's the
Now
only
is
thing that
now.
exists.
But what is now then?
Doesn't exist.
But
Yesterday.
later?
Yeah, later doesn't exist until it's now.
But
Yeah,
the
but I mean,
bigger
like,
question. Oh, go
Go
ahead.
for it, Pax. Go
Vars.
for it. I mean, like, I'm just confused.
No, I mean, I guess it's is it jam tomorrow or jam yesterday, but never jam today?
No, it's now. It's always now. Jam always now.
But like, you have to get to then to get to now, and if you've experienced now, you've experienced then.
But you don't have to because it's now, right now.
No, I hear you now, but later. But the idea of that, if we think about later or the moments that have passed,
Okay.
they're not now.
I don't know
they're
how
then.
much more clearly I can put this. There is only now. Only.
Well,
like,
I appreciate living in the moment as much as the next person, but sometimes the foresight of planning is needed.
And like, also, how is that different from any other time? Like, I mean, when we were in the Feywild, like we weren't in the past; we were always in the now.
True, but in order to get to the now, we have to experience the future, and we've experienced the then.
Wow, that's dedication.
That is dedication. Soon.
Does Carrot Chapel have advantage now?
Yes. All right. So, yeah, you need Paxton needs to get his DeLorean up to 88 miles per hour.
So we have to go back, which it means that there was a then that we have to get to now.
If I will say this, I think if we get the past and or the future here, we may have a chance of defeating the Chronodial.
So, what is that? Like, are the past and future also demigods?
Nope, they don't exist here.
Are you asking Tinkerflack, or are you asking?
I'm asking it. I'm just like so confused. And like, when do I get to stab things more? Because really, that's what I'm doing.
I know.
What if we got now to eat its own tail? Would now take care of itself?
I think
that's kind of what's happening. I think that's kind of what's happening.
Actually, you guys have now confused yourselves so much that you're all going to need to make a wisdom save.
I'm not confused.
I'm following it. At least I was then.
I mean,
15.
14.
18.
So nobody in PAX, you actually are floating off the ground right now. You've been talking to each other, and you're just, your brains are whirling and spinning, and now you're just like,
no.
Whoa, I'm flying.
Oh.
Vars, your brain
is new.
Like, I'm getting a major migraine at the moment.
Tinkerflex says, it's better to not think about it and just think happy thoughts like these two. And just, you're not going to gain anything from worrying about it. It's just going to move on with or without you. Just and she kind of looks around and like, the more you think about it, the more
what?
I mean, you're just bringing it upon yourself. That's all I'm saying. You just bring it upon yourself.
Remember that time that I was really freaking out, and then we met the Crocodile?
Oh, so if we're sad or like stressed out, the crocodile shows up.
Not necessarily that, but yeah, basically that.
So what you're saying is we should have a continual dance party from now on.
Always the sun, the bright.
Yeah, you do the swivel.
Only Peter was here to play some music for us. Any of you play music? Aside from Shakespeare?
I literally have a pan flute I can whip out. So just throwing that out there.
You do?
I do. I have a pan flute. I've had it since season 1.
Well, Tinkerflex says, I don't know what season 1 is, but I would love to hear it.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm going to whip out the pan flute. It's
the flute of haunting? Oh.
Pan flute. And I'm gonna play a little ditty on it, a wee little ditty.
All right. I guess you don't really need a performance check unless you're attempting to really hit some Slayer notes or anything like that. But yeah, hitting the demo on the old guitar.
I love it.
So I mean, you can whip out a tune, of course, and it does actually kind of make everything a little bit lighter. As a matter of fact, you are actually floating as well now at the end of this song. You're like, huh.
Heck yeah.
Varus, give me another
Wait,
wisdom check.
If I another wisdom check, okay.
Yeah.
It's not gonna go well. It's another 3.
Another 3.
But what if so I feel like I'm watching GIF float up in the air, and I'm like, well, maybe if I sing a song, I'll float up in the air as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna sing a song that I remember learning a long time ago. It goes, croc, 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 croc. Everybody, yeah, exactly, just like that. And I start singing that.
Yeah, maybe not say the croc word.
Okay. I'm gonna say that
My mom just sang about his crock pot.
I'll give you a reverse wisdom save on that. Like, if you fail the wisdom save, then that means clearly you can literally empty your mind. So
clock.
I got an 18 this time.
Nice.
Yeah, you can't help but think about the fact that that you whatever you did to that crocodile. You're like, croc. Oh yeah, the croc. Oh my gosh, the croc. Whoa.
I mean, I feel like I'm thinking about how much I beat it up and how much damage I caused it and how awesome that is.
Yeah. Well, that is pretty awesome. All right. If you seem to be able to find the ray of sunshine in all of this madness. And now you too float into the air with the rest of everyone's. Yeah. All right. You
can fly.
You realize you're all hovering off the ground now. Tinkerflex is like, well, I know you were after that guy from the summer court. I think he's across the island over here. Now that you are flying, maybe you would.
Oh, we fly there.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Sure.
Okay, how do we control this? Give me some pitch. I go, think higher.
Do we have is it reverse control? So to go up, we gotta lean back.
Pull back, and then you.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I was waiting for.
So here's a little map here of you are on the edge of the. Okay, so if you're looking at the map, the island on the right-hand side. You are on the beach now of the island on the right-hand side, the one that is a vaguely croissant-shaped, with the little tiny island across from it, and then the main island with all the big mountains on it. And if you see that big giant tree, that is... So if that big island in the center was a big clock, and I'm not saying it is, but if it was, that tree is at about 4 o'clock. You can see that tree from where you're standing on the edge of this island that you're on, and it is across the water, and it is huge. It is a gigantic tree.
Like an Imbusville?
It might be. you're not really sure. So never having actually seen that particular tree, but it's bigger than every other tree. Looks nothing like any of the other trees. It's not the same kind of tree as any of the other trees that are there. All the other trees on the island seem to be regular size. Some are tropical, some are some are deciduous. But yeah, it's huge. So you're like, meh. But you seem to be floating right now. So
I mean, if we can steer it, let's do it,
Tinkerflex says, you see that tree over there across the water?
Uh-huh.
Well, for some reason, that guy was like bound and determined to go there. He said he felt that he had to go there. We, of course, let him because, I mean, he's just a weirdo, but he seemed fine. He floated across just like you are now, apparently. But yeah, he said he had to go to the tree.
Okay. Who lives
So
there?
that's where we go.
Who lives there? It's a big tree. Looks pretty famous.
Well, sometimes Peter has a place there. He doesn't live there all the time.
Peter who?
Well, Peter Pan. Of course. Peter Pan. You don't know who Peter Pan is?
The guy, super celebrity.
On the peanut butter jar?
Yes, the peanut butter jar. Yes. Oh, Peter, of course. He's like the boy who's the eternal boy. He's a hoot, a holler.
You're a
Don't
fan?
upset him either.
Don't upset him. Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes
so
he's
second
there.
tree to the left and straight on till morning.
Yes. Sometimes he
Great.
lives there, but he goes around. He's everywhere. He's precocious. Let's just say that.
The way you're talking about Peter, if we were to know Peter, makes him sound more diabolical than maybe like a book would depict him.
What? No.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, are we gonna have to go fight him? Are we gonna have to fight a child?
Not tonight. We don't got time for that.
Yeah.
I'd rather
it's
not.
too late. It's too late to kick a small child's behind.
Nice.
Besides, he's like CR of like 18, so it's not like.
What was the crocodile?
Do believe in fairies.
Bangarang. Okay, so we got this pan dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else we should keep a lookout for?
Well, if I were you, here's the thing, and I just give you this little bit of advice before you go sailing off over there across the water.
That's great. I love advice.
Couple of things. All right, couple. There's some really crazy birds out there, big kind of we don't want to mess with those. Also, listen, Peter, he's precocious, all right? He's sometimes if he doesn't get his way, sometimes then he gets a little, upset. You know how boys are.
Oh, yeah. Is a question, and I've always had this one. Is he a pumpkin eater?
Different Peter.
They never tell you that, and you just have to inquire.
Yeah, he lives on Pumpkin Island, so he's just,
Oh, well, that's
What's
nice.
Peter's relationship with animals?
He loves animals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all animals.
I don't know about all animals.
I mean, like, what does he think about like cobras? Because, like, I don't know if you know this, but like cobras actually have a really strong affinity for half elves whose names start with V. In fact, they see them like as their best friends, and they will come and protect them. if they see an issue happening.
I
True.
don't think I knew that fact about cobras. Is it V for venomous? Maybe.
Maybe that's what it is. They just see those half elves. Maybe they see like the pointy ears, and it reminds them of like their pointy tongues or something. I don't know, but it doesn't work with just full elves.
Don't know. But that's an interesting fact. I'm gonna have to write that down as a cobra fact. So, you're just making it worse on yourselves.
Cobra fact!
Cobra fact. We're gonna add all these cobra facts up at the end of the show, and you're gonna have to fight a cobra that has all of these facts as its own abilities. Just FYI. So I said that out loud, just thinking as it as a joke, but now I'm going, I think that's actually a brilliant idea. Cobra fact. Meanwhile, Tinkerflex says, listen, here's the thing. Peter
Precocious.
not keen
Likes
on
to get his way.
and she kind of gives a wave towards all of you. Adults. She doesn't give an exact wave at anyone in particular, but you kind of have a feeling that she doesn't really know if you're all adults or not because you're not a pixie. So she just kind of like, maybe it's like kind of a, I don't know. Are you adults? I don't know. He doesn't adult, if you know what I mean. Just kind of. So there's a place, if you're adults, there's a place on the other side of the island, almost exactly across from the tree. And it's called Blind Man's Bluff. And if you can make it there, look, if that consort fella isn't at the tree, because, okay, I'm going to tell you a little funny story. So we kind of sent the consort to the tree knowing that Peter probably wasn't going to like him and might have gotten him stabbed. I don't know.
Wasn't gonna like him personally, or just the idea of a consort?
Oh no, just personally, like,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, thank God. Okay.
Yeah. Adulting and whatnot, all that stuff. So
yeah.
So yeah, we just figured we were gonna get. I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you this because I love gossip. So the Spring Queen absolutely set him up to come and do, so we just we're just helping out, and I just want to thank you for helping us out because you really did, and that's great. So love you, you're awesome. So if the consort survived his encounter with Peter, he's probably gone on to Blind Man's Bluff because that's probably the only safe place for adults. Really. Have fun storming this castle. Bye. And Tinkerflex floats back into the trees. You're all floating there on the edge, on the coastline of the island, and as she leaves, you all you feel yourself like sink down a little bit as like, oh, that wasn't good news. But then you're like, think happy thoughts. And
we just go to Blind Man's Bluff. We go stab the consort where he probably is, or the fake consort, and then we're done. We get to go home, and it's all good.
I'm gonna hold on to that as my happy thought.
It'll be super easy, guys. Quick in and out adventure, 20 minutes.
Tops.
Yeah. You with those happy thoughts, you fly across the water. Easy peasy. The moon is shining down on the water. It's beautiful. And the trees, it's large shade, and you can see as you get a little bit closer and closer to it, there's it's almost like an Ewok village practically, up there with all the little walkways, catwalks and ropes and things. And you do make out a few like gnome sized, halfling sized. As you get a little bit closer, and Gif, you do hear the gentle strains of a pan flute,
Oh, love it.
expertly played.
Love it.
Not a euphemism.
Do you head
Now.
towards that in particular, or where do you land?
Oh.
Mm.
And they were never heard from again.
I mean, we could get an ally out of this pan fella.
The end.
Any sign of
I
those
don't hear
birds?
banjos. We're fine.
What was that? No?
Any sign of those birds that we're supposed to be on the lookout for?
No, it's nighttime. And you do see little fires burning in the tree, in that big giant tree, and like, little, like, not quite tiki torches, but little flames all just and everywhere. I mean, this tree is gigantic. It's at least 200 feet tall, and it is very, very wide around. So it's bigger than a house. And there are little stairs up and down and rope bridges and all sorts of. It is literally the perfect kid fort. Like if a 13-year-old could imagine the best tree fort ever, this is it. It's got just enough roof, but it's just weird enough to be all janky, but solid enough to no one falls through it. And rope ladders everywhere, and yeah. So where would you like to land?
I mean, we could just go around it like Varus said, but yeah. I'm curious. I'd like to go.
The strains of the pan flute kind of float across the water.
I like how we kind of look at each other and go,
I like how you look at each other and go, it's a trap.
Listen, I like music better than everybody, but if we are as a group deciding to land somewhere else, I'm with you. I'm with you because I've got my own pan flute, you know.
If I'm gonna need you to make a intelligence save.
Sure, let's do it. That is
Yeah, permits. Yeah, no one got permits for this thing.
16.
16. All right, you are really drawn to that flute music, but you kind of resist the urge to just fly straight towards it.
Yeah, right.
But
Yeah.
whew, man, as a fellow pan flutist, you're kind of like, oh man.
Yeah. I'm also it's pronounced flautist. I'm also a flautist, but I'm gonna flout this one and leave a bit. That's all right. It's all right. You're not a bard, you know.
Take 10 damage.
Pax, it's your call. This is your hunt here.
Yeah, let's go.
I feel that maybe it's a bit better, more advantageous of us to like go around versus going straight to the noise.
Let me throw that map up here for a sec. All right, so you're almost most of the way across the water, but there's that big tree. If you can see where it is, hopefully you do. And you could go north. There's a range of little tiny islands. You could go south around, and then there's gigantic mountains in the middle. So you could try to go through the mountains. They're really big. Again, this island is not gigantic, so you do feel like you could go around the giant mountains, either north, clockwise or counterclockwise. Here I am talking with my hands. And so,
okay. I acknowledge all of these. I would like to bring forth some arguments for possibly stopping at this tree. We are in unfamiliar territory. This place apparently has big giant demigod clock monsters running around that we don't know much about. We don't know anything about it, except it's really impressive. So, and we don't have very much in the way of allies. And even if we sleep, go find somewhere else to kind of rest for the night, we may be falling asleep in a big trap that turns out to be a thing that eats people.
I feel like we don't need to stop and ask for directions or anything like that. And I feel like, they were like, Peter Pan might stab you, and I'm not really feeling that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
like,
True,
I'm
but
always down
only-
to fight, but I don't know if I want to fight children.
yeah.
What is the moral of?
I'm pretty sure I could take them, but I'm not sure I want to.
I feel like that sometimes at my show. I don't know if that's. I'm pretty sure I can take most of the 12-year-old hecklers, but should I? That's
The problem is that when they're young like that, the only thing they know is vicious mockery. They know exactly what to say to break you down. Oh, look, there goes that goblin. Yeah, there goes that goblin with high-waisted feminine hips. Well, that's the thing I'm sensitive about.
all right. So it sounds like are you going to go north-ish, which would be counterclockwise, or south-ish clockwise around the island? If you're not going to go towards the tree, so
I would say let's take the most direct route that's not through those big scary mountains.
all right. Well, once again, if you look at that map there, the big island in the center, that big giant tree is at about 4:00.
Yeah.
You're headed straight towards it. You could go north-ish towards those little islands over there, or south around. Kind of, it's not quite a river. It kind of is a river, man.
Yeah.
Can we take the south? I'd like to see where those like cliffs are, because I feel like it would be secure on the one side, and we would only have to guard the other side.
Yeah.
I mean, what Tinkerflex said was that it was like directly on the other side of the island from the tree, so it's kind of equidistant, really.
Right. So, like, I say we should stop and rest and move during the daylight. I think we need to make camp. It's been a while. Am I correct in this assumption?
I'm fine with that. If we want to stop and rest somewhere.
Yeah, I want to make
Probably
camp
best
where
for
that
us.
lower outcropping was, no trees, cliff, along that river thing there.
All right, so wait,
I'll
you're
point
gonna
to
go
it on the map.
here, point to it. All right, so
Yeah, I'm pointing right
you're
at it.
gonna go south of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right,
Follow
All
that
right.
little river thing up.
to the
Where you
little
see
river
those
thing.
little
So you
cliff
you
things.
get away from the tree. Once you're out of sound of that flute, I guess you land somewhere on the coast there, and you're probably at about 5:00 ish. Yeah, kind of where the water comes out. Yeah. So let's just you set up shop there. It's kind of weird. You're there's not much, not too much there. There's a lot of trees. There is fresh water. You hear howling dogs in the distance, but you're pretty powerful. You're all level 10, so you kind of like, I don't know, if you hold up and get a little spot somewhere, then you know.
I've got Flamio as a guard. I've got my little tiny servant as a guard. He can march perimeter and make a loud alarm when that is actually a literal feature of these little tiny servants.
Right. All right, no problem. You have enough things, and you know how to make a camp. You make a little thing under a tree, and you're all fine there. And we'll and I guess you get everything ready to go. You do feel the moon has moved through the sky. It is dark. It is the middle of the night. You are tired. You had the bejesus scared out of you. And although you're pretty far away, you can still see that tree off in the distance. It is huge. But the mountains are bigger. It's quiet. The sounds of the forest are behind you. And with those thoughts in your head, it's one last moment for confessions.
Now, past, present. I still don't know what the hell they're talking about. I have been like zoning in and out this whole adventure. And all I feel like I've gleaned from this is I'm probably going to have to stab children. Probably going to have to stab that giant crocodile again once per day until this whole adventure is done, until I've aged every part of him. And I mean, probably just stab the consort as well. I mean, yeah.
Woof! You get the gang back together again, and look what happens. So here we are. Kind of weird to be confronting now in a couple of hours, I guess. Sort of a figure you've held in like esteem about the want of not growing up and being young at heart, who I guess could be a real prick, but that's fine. Yeah, I've missed everybody, and I'm glad we're here. I do wish we could come up with like a middle activity that's not quite like life or death. Like, what's the or part? Like life, death, dinner party, go out to a theater show, maybe like a board game before we go straight to the one of us is gonna die bit. But yeah, no, that's nice. I've missed people.
We're soaring, flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can't reach. If we try, yeah, we'll break it free. That's all I got.
Okay. I'm a little sketched out, but I'm trying to think happy thoughts. This little city of lost children. I feel really bad for them. I'm kind of glad we didn't go, because I would want to take care of them all. Yeah. Poor kids. Yeah, right? What if my little baby Moon is hanging out there? But that wouldn't be like, of course, the spring queen just using this place as a dumping ground. Time has no meaning. Not happy thoughts. This is really hard for me to think happy thoughts, It was easier when I didn't have my memories and I could absolutely live in the now. My brain just broke again.
Tweet, 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 tweet. Aren't I a scamp? Oh, golly. Oh, all those 4 weird birds that went over there. I thought that my music on my flute, being an expert flutenist, I thought I was going to attract them, but I guess not. Huh? Well, I sure hope the chronodile doesn't get them. Aren't I a scamp?
And that's where we're going to leave it, as we all learn to become expert flutinists.
It's flautist.
Not on my island.
Oh, stop flouting it around us. It's fine.
This is making.
Do I need to do this in my news voice to close this out? You've been listening to Nat 21 Adventures. You've also been watching Nat 21 Adventures. Make sure to tune in the rest of the week for all sorts of exciting fun, including Creating with the Crew and Gothic Horror Gaming on Wednesday, Sonnets with Shakespeare on Thursday, Modern Monday with Lady Prudence on Monday, and of course, tune back in next week on Tuesday for another episode of Into the Feywild Season 2. That's right, you can get the gang back together, whether it's Paolo Garbanzo, Gift the Great, Nobody, Pax, Shakespeare. You can have everyone here in the fantastic Nat 21 adventure, because remember, when you need when a 20 just went through, you need a Nat 21. Do we level up?
Flout noise. Flout noise.